Hi guys, my name is Adina Javera and welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, please feel free to subscribe and welcome to the A Nation. And if you're in the A Nation, baby, continue watching my videos, continue subscribing, continue doing that thing, and welcome back to the A Nation. I've been off lately, but that's because I've been busy with school and all of that. But I'm back and I'm back to stay, right? But in today's video, as you guys can see from the title below, we're gonna do more of a sit down. And this is not more like my type of video, but I found it very, I was like, who come here? Like, who come connect me with a partner? And it's something I always speak about on my Instagram story, but I never got into it like underdone, you know. So so without further ado, let's go.
Oh no, no. Yeah.
Let's go.
So where do we start? Where does all where do I begin? You know, when I was thinking about this video, I was just like, every single day I was like, what's my journey, you know? And also I didn't know how to like express how I feel, but it's like on certain days on Instagram I'll just be there like, you know, like be that girl expressing how I feel, how I felt, because I'm not, you know, when I feel this way, I'm not gonna say that I feel this way right now. I'm gonna like say I felt like yesterday, no? That's how I felt, and this is how I reacted. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. But let's get into it. So my journey, where did my journey start? From the day I was born.
Yeah, man.
Okay, but it all began, my life, or everything began the year 2021. Yeah, that's when maybe I'll just give you guys a brief story on how I dealt with grief for the first time and who I was grieving for, so to say. But I lost my father 2 years back, 2021. Yeah, but I would say 2020 because it was, I didn't get to say bye, and our last bye was 2020 December. I don't know exactly when, but cool. So in 2021 my dad passed away on the 3rd of January. He passed away due to COVID-19. That was like a harsh season in my life because I, like, growing up, I would hear my friends or aunties, or, you know, like my father's cousin passed away, man, someone I never met who passed away, someone at church passed away. It's like it never affected me like close, you know. If someone passed away, I was like, oh, condolences, you know. Like, for me it wasn't that deep. I never experienced a loss. So losing my dad was like, first of all, I can't say I have a favorite parent. Like, there's no kid that would ever want to say that. But I loved my dad. I love my mom as well. But let's say I was a daddy's girl, and losing my dad, or when I found out that minute, I was just like, yo. I was very in denial for a couple of days. I was in denial until I saw the body. I was like, hey, wait! is that you? Like, I was just so, like, all the emotions were just in me, and I didn't know how to feel exactly. But yeah, the memorial happened. I said a speech. I think I'll insert it here. Perfect dad, a best friend, and a great leader.
Shiri kwami warita tenguri no muna
But
nguri.
yeah, the burial. I'll put a picture. But that was just the first step of who Adina really is. Because I feel like after that happened, it had to sculpt me. Like Adina had to change. Because now I was Adina spoiled brat. I was Adina like, don't go mess with me. Like, as that girl, I was very rude. Not rude, but I just knew that I had both my parents and I was very dependent on them. Like, I'll tell my mom, Mama, I want this, Papa, I want this, you know. I was very, very dependent. I'm still dependent on my parents and my mom. But my world just was like, no one mattered but them. Or I never expected myself being in a condition that, you know, sometimes even just to do a simple thing of washing dishes, I would think it's my mom's job, or cooking was my mom's job, you know, because she must feed her kid and she must feed her husband, obviously. But I had a different mindset then than how I actually think now, probably because I'm growing up, but also just, you know. So a few days, you know, after the burial passed, everything happened, and I was still having my aunties around, my mom's sisters. They were staying with us, I think, for like a month or two. They were with us and they were comforting us, you know, little church people there, calling, checking up on me and my family. It was quite then still numb. I was numb. I feel like I was just like I wasn't feeling the well, I don't know what I wanted to feel, but I didn't feel the pain that I was supposed to feel. Like the pain I felt the day I found out, that's that Monday. I never felt it again. Like, okay, not now, but I never felt it. It was not there because now I had people around, you know. I could sit the whole day and talk to my aunties, and I had to get back to school now. School now reopened. Also at school, I was always with my friends, you know, so I didn't feel the pain yet. So the aunties are going, as the four of us at home: my mother, my younger brother, my older sister, my cousin Sheripo. And now you feel it. The house is silent. It's just crickets. It's so silent. My mom was mostly in her room. My little brother, he was in his own world. There's just TV. Sheripo in his room. My sister in her room. It, like, those few moments of our lives were just, you could feel that the bra is here. And it was just like, like the normals, we would get used to 4 o'clock, beep, beep, open the gate, you know. We get used to, Manchester is playing, the house is quiet, no one must talk to my father, no one must talk to the men in the house because they are watching soccer. I mean, there was a time I could ask my dad for money because he would just say yes. If your dad is a soccer fan and you want something, ask him while he's watching soccer, because he would want you just to go out of his way, so he will just give it to you. So here it all began. This is where the healing journey starts. I personally believe that one doesn't fully heal from grief. Like you get to understand certain terminologies or certain reasons as to why the person went and all of that, but I don't think you heal. Okay, I think you heal, but I don't think you heal from, like, I don't know how to explain, but yeah. So 3 months down the line, I got myself in things I'm not supposed to get into. I tried looking for comfort in various stuff. It was bad. I stopped praying because when my dad was in the hospital and I came back from a Shibarongo, we were praying at home. We were praying morning, like every evening before we all slept, we prayed, and it was just not like a normal prayer. I've never prayed like that in my entire life. I prayed, you guys. I prayed every single evening. We all prayed, and when I came, like, when I go and sleep, in my heart, I was just also like, Lord, please, like, Lord, just, just this one prayer. I've probably prayed so many stuff. I want what? I'm dreaming of what? But just this one prayer, because it was my first time hearing my father in the hospital. My first time praying, like, I felt like I was so jazzed about the Lord. Like, I knew that he could heal my father or bring him back home. But it didn't happen. So 3 months down, mourning and grieving, I stopped praying. First, wrong. Don't do that. Don't give up on God even when you felt like he gave up on you. Don't. I lost it all, and I didn't. Meanwhile, crazy thing is, while I wasn't praying at home, I wasn't talking to God, my mom would go to church every Sunday. So I was forced, obviously, to go to church. And I was just, get in the swing of it. It's Sunday, here we go again. Let's go to church. I'm gonna be at church because I'm thinking about you. Because this is where he was all the time. And then at the same time, I felt that being around someone that doesn't really know what is home, or doesn't know what my home is all about, or what I'm dealing with, is quite better, because now I can talk, I can just have fun and not think about, okay, he's not here. So that was the second thing I did wrong, was going out and trying to run away from the pain. So days went, nights went, and now I'm still numb, I guess. No, at this point I was now trying to run away from the many thoughts that were in my head. Every night before I go and sleep, it's just like a why? Like, why could God make me fatherless? Like, why did he make me feel, like, why did he put me in this position? Why could he, like, just so many whys came up. And it was an every night thing I could not express. Like, there was a time, because I have a best friend, there was a time I just got so overwhelmed. I was just like, this is crazy. Like, it's like I'm screaming for help, like, it was all in here. Like, I was even getting tired of my own head. I don't know how to explain it. But it was like that. And so I called Tare and I'm like, yo, Tare, I think I'm tired. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm so done. Like, I feel like I even became, at some point, I was very suicidal because life was happening. Like, readjusting to not having a father. Not readjusting to not having the main breadwinner of the entire family. Readjusting to not doing certain things anymore, to not living the life I used to. It was like cramming up in my head. And when I go to school, comments of like, teachers will talk about COVID. I did not feel comfortable when anyone spoke about COVID-19. I would just be like, can we get it over with? Like, let me just get it. The stock, it made me so vulnerable at that moment, and that's why I would always wear a mask. Like, many people ask me why I wore a mask. It's because it made me feel like, okay, calm down, Adida. Like, relax. You won't die because of this. But it's just a constant reminder that he's gone, He's gone. It played in my head. So wearing a mask was just like, okay, relax. Girl, you got to relax. You gotta come back. So the stuff I did that expressed my grief or my mourning, or I don't know how to say it, but were like things as wearing a mask. I would always wear a mask. Always. Like, at some point people are like, but are you ugly or what? Why are you hiding your face? And I'm like, no, it's deeper than I can explain. At some point I was just like, it's sickness, because yeah. And another thing was, guys, if you are close, like to my close people, I would talk about my dad every moment. I think my family at some point, they got, it was still fresh, and the only thing Adina is talking about is my father. If Papa was here, I would, if Papa was here, I would, it's just, if every single day of my life I spoke about him. It's not because I decided I'm gonna, it just was, if Papa, he would have tasted my tea. I cook make better tea, when I make my mom tea. If Papa was there, he would have tasted my meat. If Papa, because now everything was just about Papa, And I think they were really getting annoyed. I would have conversations with Tare, and we would just speak about random stuff like, my grades are just blah. And I was like, my father was here. And I could literally see in her facial expression, like, I'm honestly trying to be here for my girl, but she's not in the, like, she will allow me to talk and express and write the 10 paragraphs. She will read it. She'll send me a feedback. I had people like Mickey stuff that, I would text Mickey midnight. Guys, sleep. When you're dealing with grief or your mourning, sleep. It's important to sleep because midnight hours, those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 11 o'clock, that's the time the devil attacks. I feel like that's where he got me the most, is because I would stay up late. I'm alone, everyone is sleeping. I start thinking this thing plays. In my house, there are pictures of my dad, of the family. I start looking, and I'm overwhelmed. And now I'm in a person like Vanette Hill. I wanna cry, and I'm just like, what is happening? What is happening? And I'm like, I think I might just die. Like, life is useless. Like, It was yo. And then I turned 16. And when I turned 16, I'm sitting at the dining table and I'm looking at the gate because just, everyone I loved was there. That was the best thing. I loved my sweet 16. But my dad wasn't there. And I'm just like, maybe he went to Germany, maybe it's a prank, maybe the world is trying to prank, or like maybe it's a prank. I'm waiting for him. It's the only wish I ever want is to see him again. The day finishes, it's out there. But I was so grateful because I was like, everyone I love made it possible, to be there and to celebrate my life and to celebrate 16 years. It was amazing. I had a blast. I had a beautiful birthday ceremony. I danced. All my friends were there. We danced. We had fun. We made a noise. Like my mom, we made a noise. We ate. I didn't eat though. My plate was gone. Yeah, but everyone ate. I looked gorgeous. I'll put a picture here. I looked gorgeous and it was a beautiful day, but my dad wasn't there. So the journey was very rough. The journey was rough, guys. I was also very moody. I feel like I was a very moody person. And I would react kashona bad with people, I'll throw them with harsh comments. Like I was very raw and not good at all. So again, as I said, the process continued, the days and months. Mind you, I'm still not praying. I'm not praying. I'm just living a Christian life. Not prayer though. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I think I was still born again. I maybe backslided, what you call it. But I was not praying. And I keep on telling you guys, that's the one thing I regret not doing. Yeah, I regret not putting God there, because my mind told me that the same God that raised Jesus from the death is the same God that I'm serving, but it's the same God that could not do that for me when I asked him to. Why? So no pray. December comes, 2021. It's Christmas. Everyone is with their family, and guys, I can see in my mom's face that she's trying to make us feel, like she's trying to make us feel like it's okay, guys, I'm here. And I could see that, like, she'll be like, no, guys, this December we're going to do this. I just want to thank God for, at least leaving me with my mom. Because my mom is strong, guys. She's one of the strongest women I've ever seen. Like, parents would have gone and mothers will have run away. Like, I cannot raise this kid on my own. I cannot. But she's here. And she's raising me. That December was like, I don't even feel I felt it more. I really didn't care. Oh, I don't care, but I did. But I was just like, I'm feeling it more for her, because now it's like the narrative of she has to make us feel good. She needs to make us feel like it's December, even though I could see you know. And yeah, we went to the hills. We went with Minister Martha and her family and Mama Maria and Puni. We went on holiday with him. Like, we went to the hills for the weekend, the Christmas time, and then the next week was her birthday, and then the day after my mom's birthday is my father's death day, or the day he passed away. So it's just like so much is happening in December and January for us as a family. So that's like one of the roads where I'm like, I break. I'm just like, what happens next? I feel like 2022 is when I had to now get back on track, because 2021 I also failed my grade, my grade 10 grade, and now it's new day of school in the same grade that I'm doing again. It was not nice. I'm just like, yo, Adina, I don't know what you're missing. Something was missing, and I just couldn't seem to understand what is missing. I watched my mom then pray. I watched my sister pray. Even Makari started praying before he sleeps every day. Everyone is praying at home. Just me. I just couldn't do it. So we started off with 1 week of prayer and fasting. I think that's when we was busy splitting up the 21 days. And I started praying. My first prayer was, hey Lord, here I am. I think I found myself back at you. Like, I think I've tried all. I tried finding comfort in things. I just can't find. There's no comfort there. I'm not even at peace. You know, I was battling whole 2021. I'm just battling with my soul. I'm fighting each and every day. I'm fighting to get on track. I think I'm on track at some point, and then I lose it all. I'm like, you know, I don't know how I got here, but please, I'm back. I'm back to serve you. I'm back to trying to, trying to be your daughter once more. Please forgive me, please. And the first prayer day goes, I'm fasting. Number one thing, hunger. Oh, I had to, guys, I was so hungry. So I finally started using my pink Bible my parents bought for me. My last birthday is my dad, my mom's alive. They bought me, my parents buy presents together. Like, they contributed together and then they buy me. So they bought me a Bible. 15 years old, in my mind, what am I going to do a Bible? Like, my parents were supposed to buy me a dress or like something. They bought me a Bible. Then it just got to dust, and it was in its case for like until the prayer and fasting 2022. And I opened it and I started reading scriptures, and I started reading my Bible. And the day goes. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3, one I can remember, was on a Wednesday. Wasn't easy. I remember that day I really wanted to eat. And I got so overwhelmed, and I'm like, like, God, how am I supposed to do this Christian journey thing? Like, relationships are based on trust, right? I'm just like, how do I trust? Like, I'm afraid. Like, I have no faith whatsoever. I'm just like, I'm losing it. Like, so this is where the journey begins. This is where it all gets down like Thursday. So it's not me reading my Bible, it's me getting to know God again. Not I guess if I knew him better. I was young, but you're not too young to serve the Lord. You are never young to serve the Lord. You're never young to love the Lord, you know. So I started reading my Bible. I started praying. And I think it's when I started going to School of Disciples on Mondays, not every time because I was slacking a bit, but I started now praying. Like before I sleep, I pray. When I wake up, I pray. During the day when things are just a mess up, like, Lord, please hold my hand. Please just help me. Today is not a good day, but I know you're gonna make it. So what is the number one thing I did now after battling and fighting with I was literally about to even fight physically with myself. Like I was just losing it, you know. So everything, the narrative had to change. I started praying. I started involving God in everything I do, in my school life, in my social media, at home, you know. I started making God the center of it all. You know that song? Jesus be the center of my life. Jesus be the center of my life. You know. So we run it down to where grieving for the first time. I don't think one can be told how to grieve. But I would advise, if you find yourself in a situation where as you lost a relative of yours or anything, that you do not give up, you know. You do not throw it all in the towel. You do not let go of God, because he's the one that will mend your heart. Guys, I didn't even realize that this process is going to be like this when I was going to be with God, because literally when I was now trying to find comfort in the wrong stuff, I could feel my heart like tearing apart. Like I could just feel that something was wrong with me. And when I started now building this relationship with God, trying to get myself together, I started feeling happiness again, like genuinely happy. Like I could just sit and I'm like, thank you, Lord. You know, it just came because the peace of the Lord, you know, was within me. I felt whole at some point. I felt whole. I could feel embraced. I didn't feel like I'm fatherless like I felt a year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. I didn't feel that. I just felt like, yo, this is, you know, this is I could feel it. And that's what we need to do, not even just in a situation of losing a loved one, but you just in any situation, in you failed your school, you are not financially stable, involve God in your school, yeah, involve God in your financial pockets, in it will you will be amazed onto how God will comfort you, or how he will turn the situation around, you know. That is how gradually I'm becoming who I am today, and it's because of God. I have to thank him. Like I don't even know, words cannot reach. Okay, words cannot what? Yeah, they just can't. thank God, like enough. But I just want to say thank you to him, because if it was not for him, or if it was not for the prayer and fasting that happened in 2022, I would have still been cuckoo Adina. And fast forward to the year of 2022, I did have rumbling and trembling. I had to cut off myself from certain people. I had to cut off myself from certain stuff I used to do. I had to now chop her life, chop her life, chop her life. I took a money, chop her life. I had to now find myself again. So I needed to cut bad stuff. I needed to cut the stuff away so that it's entirely him. Being a teenager, being a Christian teenager, being a born again teenager, it's hard to do so, because now you're in a TikTok lifestyle. Now you are trying to be a content creator at the same time, so you need to create content that's pleasing to the people's eyes, and it's so difficult to do that, because now you're trying to give your life to, your life is now with God, and now you need to create a certain type of content that is for, it's praising him. It's lifting the name of God. It's lifting God's name higher. So that is my journey, all in all. It was horrific, it was good, and it was also coming to the point where I started loving Adina. Guys, there is a part where I'll do a lot of story talking, like sit down as time goes, but I would love to tell you guys the experience of being a preacher's kid. And also I feel like my grieving experience as a preacher's kid was also very difficult. It was because now preacher's kids are the exemplary children. One will look at Adina and be like, Adina, Pastor Shakama say, the people. So also during the grieving process, I had to grieve according to what people would say. Or sometimes I'm just not sad. I think it's not even just a pretty kids thing, but I'm just not sad, and I'm just so happy, and someone will come up to you like, are you okay? I'm like, I am. Oh, your father was a good man. Like, you need to walk in his footsteps. You need to make, I think back then, when I think about it now, I'm like, oh yeah, it's true, Auntie Name. Then I was just like, who said I want to be a preacher? Like, I don't want to be a preacher. Don't do that. Just don't say I'm like my dad. Don't say that was me. Then I was the same girl that will post on Instagram like, I'm daddy's girl, I'm like my dad. It's the same girl that doesn't want people to tell me. Like, I was very, I was that girl. So all in all, guys, you're listening from me. Like, if you watched it till here, subscribe so long and continue watching. But anyways, guys, that was a bit of my journey, my grieving journey, my first time grieving. Same 2022, 21. No, I forgot. 2021, I also lost my very close aunt, my father's twin brother's wife, and Debbie. So just in 6 months, I found out that, and it was like, I felt like I also did not feel I was numb until I actually met my cousins when they came. They came to come visit me that 2022 January's fasting. They were here. And I was just like, Like I could really feel that Auntie Debbie is not here. So it was quite cheery, what to say. But I'm here and I'm at a good space. I am happy in the Lord. I enjoy having fun. I love fun, guys. I love fun. And even though I try to like the world's fun is not as good as not like that, but I love being in the house of the Lord. It's peaceful, man. It gives me so much joy, and it just soothes my heart, But yes, I guess we have come to the end of my video. I hope you guys really loved it. Hope you can take a few things about what I just said. Yes. Please like, okay, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload another video. And I just want to say that what stays on YouTube stays on YouTube. Okay, when I talk like this, I cannot do it in person, so don't ask me in person. Just ask me in the YouTube comment section. I'll definitely do anything for you. As well as please suggest any videos, like put it in the comment section. I will try to do something for the A Nation. But I love you guys so much, and love you guys for loving me on YouTube. So yeah, we'll get back to it again. This video was quite long, but I guess it's what's on my heart. I guess it's what's on my heart, so it had to come out for you all. So